Every morning for a full season in Pittsburgh, I had a spot, an outdoor table at a coffee place near my apartment, 45 minutes before the workday started. That block was supposed to be for ATP, the idea I'd named back in 2017. Most mornings, I filled it refining ATP instead of building it, reading around it, tightening the plan, doing everything around the idea except the idea itself. The job was real, the calendar was full, ATP sat exactly where I left it for years. If your morning window keeps turning into research instead of action, that's not discipline, that's the same trap.